Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. Allegedly, they said the king blasted Mariam and Ronke in front of the Ayabas because of the embarrassment they brought upon him when they went on in an event in Ikoyi Hotel in Lekki, Lagos. So, according to the source, they said this too. We do know that it is Dr. Elizabeth who is in charge of delegating duties to the wives as it is now. You know, initially it was Ronke who was in charge, but ever since it looks as if the king no longer, valued Ronke, Ashley and the Mariam. They said he have shifted the whole delegation to Dr. Elizabeth. So there's this event that took place in Lekki, and according to what we are hearing, they said the person that invited the king over for that event was a business colleague with Mariam, and it is expected that at least even if the king will not go, that Mariam will go, or even if the king will go, Mariam will follow her and go. So, but it is not in Mariam's hand to say who will go or who will not go. It is Dr. Elizabeth who is delegating duties. So they said Dr. Elizabeth now appointed Ronke to go and represent the king there. Mariam said that that is never going to happen. That if Dr. Elizabeth is not partial in her judgment, that she should use her common sense to know that event, that it is her who will go and represent the king, because it's from her link, something like that. So, but Dr. Elizabeth told her, no, I have delegated the duty to Ronke. Don't worry. In the next event, you'll be the one to go and represent, because they said Mariam have been complaining that for quite a long time now, that they don't send her to go and represent the king and all of that, of which we know the reason. They said she can sometimes she's not that outspoken to go and represent the king very well. So, but this one she insisted. They said Dr. Elizabeth told them that it is Ronke that she have sent, so they are on their own. So before you know it, though, they said as Ronke prepared and went for that event, Mariam also found her way to Lagos and also attended the event. And how funny the whole thing is that they said while they were there, you can hardly believe that the two comes from the same town, not to talk of the same family. That they started, having, they said the two of them crashed. As a matter of fact, they started showing themselves. You know that nothing good comes out of these two. So they said they crashed there to the point that people noticed so badly. As a matter of fact, the people that were trying to cover everything so that the public will not know, they were unable to cover it, because we know that camera is always there. So it is never going to be that easy to make the people not to understand what is happening. So they said even to a point that Mariam Ronke left to restroom. They said Mariam followed her immediately, and right there they were having altercation, a serious one, that people came to their rescue. No be small thing, no. I said this too, they can never cease to embarrass themselves. Maybe they think they are embarrassing the king, but they are just embarrassing themselves. So they said after that event, after that altercation that Ronke left, and immediately Ronke left the venue, Mariam also left the venue. That is to tell you that Mariam is prepared to go and mess up things for Ronke there. So information got to the king that these two came to the event to mess up themselves and to bring embarrassment to you. They said when the king returns back to the palace, he called them out in front of the Ayabas. And I know say one thing about this Ayabas and the Olories. They are not agreeing at all. They hate each other. They see themselves as a war, as in, how would I put it? They always fight themselves. They don't like to hear Ayaba, and the Oloris don't want to hear Ayabas, and the Ayabas don't want to hear Oloris, because they see themselves as how will I put it, competitors. You know, the Ayabas are praying that this Olori should even leave, so that they will come and fill their gap. You know, why the Oloris see the Ayabas as people who are competing with them. Now, I know say some of the Ayabas get pikin for the king, but the Oloris, not even one person except Queen Naomi. So they said the way they place themselves before the Ayabas as the superior people now, but the king brought them out in front of everyone, including those Ayabas, and cut their wings bit by bit. They said the king embarrassed them and told them that, look, oh, you people are a disgrace, that you are a disgrace to womanhood. How could you? They said the kind of insult the king gave to them, they were in tears, and the Ayabas were mocking them. Seriously, they are seriously mocking them, to the point that these two, they were kind of telling the king, even if he has to scold them, why will we be in front of the Ayabas and all of that? And the king told them that, look, you worth nothing anymore to this palace. That the way you place yourself, the way you go outside there to embarrass yourself, don't you think that even the Ayabas in the palace could have represented the king better than what you just did there? Yeah. They said, no be smarting, no be smarting. And from the look of things right now, you see, the king doesn't give a damn how they feel this time. There is something we heard that they said about Queen Naomi, and the king hears that, and he has been trying to make sure that that does not happen. You know, he really wants to make sure that he settles with Queen Naomi before any other thing, and anyone that will stand on his way. As a matter of fact, I believe he is being mean to all these women this time around, so that let them feel bad and leave the palace. Because they said the way he now insults them, the way he now talk to them, especially when they mess up, that those respect, that's those times that he used to give them respect and pet them even when they do something bad, that it is no longer business as usual. Any of them that do anyhow this time, they collect woto. They collect anyhow from the king. As in, they were surprised that the king could embarrass them that much, especially in the front of the Ayabas, whom they place themselves so high, you know, before them. So they say no be small thing, no be small thing. So after everything, I'm sure they will be regretting that, and that is if they have shame at all. So my people, Lona, so we hear them. Don't forget that they are all alleged information, okay? Always bear that in mind. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're here to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Bye for now. Love you guys.